Ayo, it's Bueno, back here on the Blue Toad Monkey page. Today we will be running another round of the Hisui Cup. If you didn't see the last video, you should certainly check it out. We were running Cheerum, Skuntank, and TOXICROAK. Right now, on this set, we're running Froslass with Powder Snow and Shadow Ball. Okay, so we don't have a second charge move, but if I had to choose between the two moves, being Shadow Ball and Avalanche, I would go Shadow Ball, and here's why. Shadow Ball is a 55 energy move, paired with Powder Snow, which gives us 4 energy per second on a 2-turn move. So for every 1 Powder Snow, you're getting 8 energy. It's going to take 7 Powder Snows to get to a Shadow Ball. And Avalanche, being a 45 energy move, takes 6 Powder Snows. So for 1 more Powder Snow, you get to just hit him with that absolute nuke Shadow Ball. The only threats being a normal type, but we have our TOXICROAK or our DRIFBLIM to switch into, so we could start icy winning them. You know, we're a little threatened by normal types, but there's not really too many in this cup, so I think we'll be okay. DRIFBLIM with Hex, Icy Wind, and Shadow Ball. Hex is a 3-turn move that gives you 4 energy per second, so you actually build that Shadow Ball at the same rate as you would with the Powder Snow, except like with the 3-turn moves. Okay, so with the turns, like imagine like Lick or Dragon Breath. You see how fast those moves go? So the Powder Snow would be 2 of those turns per hit, and then the Hex would be 3. So like imagine you can get like 3 Licks in 1 Hex. That's what we mean by these turns here. TOXICROAK with Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Mud Bomb. Let's see how it goes. Froslass in the lead against the opponent's TOXICROAK. This is absolutely what we want to see. These counters coming in for not very effective damage. TOXICROAK throws off a Mud Bomb, but we swap into our DRIFBLIM and catch the Mud Bomb. A Rampardos. What is that? We go straight for the Shadow Ball. If we hit him with the Shadow Ball, he is out, but we get a shield. From here, we swap into our TOXICROAK. The Rock Slide hitting for not very effective damage, and we still keep our shields. We go for Dynamic Punch, which would have been resisted, but that TOXICROAK had no idea what we were doing. This TOXICROAK has no shields. Honchkrow in. Now, I know I said normal's going to be our only threat, but I didn't even think to see a Honchkrow, and there aren't many dark types in here either. Shadow Ball hitting for not very effective damage, but we don't care. We take that Honchkrow out, and that's a GG. Okay, into our second game, we have Froslass leading into a Honchkrow. Hitting this Honchkrow for super effective damage. Looks like the Honchkrow has... I'm not really sure what move that is. But it's not hitting like our Powder Snows are hitting. We use one of our shields. We are completely loaded on energy. And swap into our DRIFBLIM. The Cresselia throws off a Moonblast, but we're feeling pretty healthy still. We fire off a Shadow Ball. The Cresselia does not want this, so it blocks. Almost at an Icy Wind, but not quite. We fire off this Froslass, which would certainly KO. So the Cresselia blocks. It is terrified. Fire off another Shadow Ball. We still have a shield left. That's Night Night  And with the shield advantage, our Toxicroak into another Toxicroak. We block this. Toxicroak goes for a Sludge Bomb. We fire off a Dynamic Punch, which is not very effective, but certainly KOs. And we counter down the Honchkrow. That was an intense battle. Froslass in the lead against a DRIFBLIM with the party hat. These are two Pokemon that really don't want to see each other. Any attacks from either Pokemon would absolutely hurt. Froslass able to one-hit KO with pretty much any of its charge moves. I don't know about Crunch, but I mean, based off the damage we're seeing here, I wouldn't be surprised. The opponent throws off a Shadow Ball when it probably could have gotten away with an Icy Wind. Both Pokemon at no shields. The opponent fires off an Icy Wind with about 3 HP left. And swaps into a Toxicroak. Is he serious? Okay, so Toxicroak. Oh no. This Monferno doesn't want it either. This team certainly didn't expect that double ghost. Pokemon in the back, absolutely walled by DRIFBLIM. They didn't even see our Toxicroak, and that's a GG there. That team in the back certainly did not want to see that DRIFBLIM. They top left. On to the next game. Froslass leading again into a Quillfish. Let's make this Hisui Cup. We have this Dark Poison typing, which absolutely doesn't want to see Avalanche, a little squishy. The opponent swaps into a Bronzong. We're almost at a Shadow Ball, and we swap into our DRIFBLIM. We throw an Icy Wind, which the opponent would resist, but it probably lost count and did not want to get hit by that Shadow Ball. We blocked the opponent's Psychic, which would have done massive damage. We fire off this Shadow Ball. This would absolutely KO. The opponent blocks once more. We are at a one shield advantage. We hold on to this shield. Back into our Froslass. At about a Shadow Ball and almost halfway to another. We take out this Bronzong. The opponent swaps into a DRIFBLIM. Let's see the raw power of Shadow Ball from a Froslass absolutely demolish that DRIFBLIM. We shield. Toxicroak in the back can absolutely take anything this Quillfish has to throw at us. Not today, we counter down. And that is a GG. I'm sorry, Quillfish, that we couldn't make you look good in this video, but better luck next time. This is going to be our last match of this set. So far, we've seen what our team can do, even with Froslass only rocking the one charge move. Let's see how this final battle goes. We run into a Bronzong. This Bronzong absolutely does not want this Shadow Ball, but it would be resisted to the Avalanche. This Bronzong just takes the Shadow Ball. It probably thought we were trying to bait. The opponent swaps into a Toxicroak. We take that mud bomb to the chin and fire back with a Shadow Ball. This Shadow Ball would KO, the opponent blocks though, and we swap into our DRIFBLIM with a 1 shield advantage, building up some energy. Anything this TOXICROAK has hits for very not super effective a damage against this DRIFBLIM. TOXICROAK does not want to see a DRIFBLIM ever, but we're looking pretty good here with our 1 shield advantage, now our 2 shield advantage against the opponent's DRIFBLIM. We want to keep ourselves healthy because we know that TOXICROAK does not want to see that DRIFBLIM. We KO the DRIFBLIM with still 1 shield advantage. The TOXICROAK not standing a chance, but we're going out in style here. Hitting him with the absolute haymaker, Shadow Ball, and that is a GG for us. Okay, so Froslass, DRIFBLIM, TOXICROAK, right? Somewhat of a dangerous team. If we ran into a Bastiodon lead, we'd absolutely get demolished, and if we swapped into the TOXICROAK, it could have been dangerous because we wouldn't have an answer to it once the Bastiodon swaps out. But we didn't run into that today. Froslass is one of the scariest leads in Hisui Cup. I can't think of a Pokemon that is not afraid of getting hit by that Shadow Ball or even the Avalanche unless they resist it. You're definitely going to be ripping off some shields with that Froslass in the lead, and that's what we did over and over again in that set. We seem to apply a lot of pressure, switch into our DRIFBLIM, and if we were to get hard countered, we know our buddy TOXICROAK is in the back ready to wreck whatever is taking out our ghosts. Fire type on the Froslass, TOXICROAK says, no problem. Electric type on our DRIFBLIM, we got them mud bombs. Don't you worry about it. TOXICROAK absolutely having this team's back, and it was beautiful to watch. I'm Ayo, it's Bueno on the Blue Toad Monkey page once again. Stay tuned. We're going to throw some spicy teams together for you in all leagues, all cups, and we hope to see you here again soon. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and let us know how these teams work for you.